Delta 2648, descend and maintain 7,000.
Alright, descend to 7,000, Delta 2648.
Boy 3130, reduce speed to 210.
210 speed on board 3130.
Sorry, United 887, approaching the bridge for 2 left.
United 887, San Francisco Chair, wing come, runway 28 left, third line.
30 left, third line, United 887.
Hey everybody, Southern Aviator here. Welcome back to the channel for you guys out there. Hoping everybody's doing well. Today we're going to operate United Flight 988. We're going to go from Munich to Dulles. Getting into the particulars of it, on this one, flight time will be 9 hours and 2 minutes. We're going to take 172.3 thousand pounds of fuel. Going to take off just shy of 600,000 pounds. And we're going to use an alternate of Pittsburgh. There is an ETOP segment, quite obviously, going across the Atlantic tracks. Going to take track hotel. ETOP's airports are going to be Ireland West Airport, Knock, Kangerless Walk, and going to re-enter using Gander. So I guess now that you've been briefed on that, we'll go to the flight deck and get a pre-flight going. All right, guys, so let's go ahead and get started. I guess we'll start out, go ahead and get the inertial reference system going so the plane will know where it is. All right, so from here, hang on, let me grab a controller real quick. All right, so let's go ahead and get the FMS set up. It's a little dark, so I'll open it up down here. All right, so let's go ahead and go to payload and get the payload set in. I guess I need to pull up the flight plan. All right, scroll on down using SimBrief here in combination with PFPX, but I'll use the SimBrief OFP output. All right, so anyway, zero fuel weight is going to be 428.4. Oops. All right, so put that in there. Fuel is going to be plan gate 172.3. All right, I guess I also need to go get my first officer going, don't I? So let's pull the gate up.
How are you today?
I'm doing pretty good. So let's go ahead and fast forward through this.
I'm out for the walk around.
You'll be back shortly.
I'm back from the walk around and everything looks good.
Good deal. Alright, so now he's going. Alright, so yes. Alright, so I got that in. So now let's go back to here. Alright, reference airport. Alright, let's take the GPS position. Alright. So we're leaving Munich, so I like to put Munich in so I can filter out my routes because I got a ton of routes in there for a lot of different airports. So it's going to be 101 requested. Alright, we'll sit there and wait on that to come back. Yeah, that is a little dark. You guys might not be able to see it, so I'll pull it up down here. Matter of fact, let me expand it just a little bit. Alright, maybe that's big enough. Alright, so let's load that route. Alright, I suspect we're going to take off on runway 8 left. At least that's what ATC has advertising at the moment. And this is going to be UAL988.
Are you sure?
Monitor radar display.
Oops.
Go around. Wind shear ahead. Wind shear ahead. Wind shear ahead.
Alright, so the perforates are ready. So activate that. We'll accept the perfinite. I need to come back and change the cost index, so I'll come back to that.
TCAS test. Pass.
Let's load those winds. Let's go to the forecast, load that.
I'm ready for the checklist.
Alright, so we got those in. Now about that cost index, let me go back and change that because there's going to be a cost index of 170. Alright. 10.3. So reserves are about 19,000. But actually, I want to know if I'm overburning. So let's see if I'm going to go ahead and put a reserve in of, I'll go ahead and put 19.0 in there. That'll be fine. Alright, so moving on from that. So we got 8 left already in there. It's going to be to give me for Quebec. Alright, for the arrival, I suspect we'll get the north runways. Probably on the right side. That's the side we'll be coming in from anyway. And Hyper 6 with the Albany transition. Alright, moving on to the alternates. So E, IKN. What's next? And then BGSF. And then Gander. Then we'll put our alternate destination alternate Pittsburgh in there as well. Alright, so now we got that sorted out. Well, I guess not quite. I got that in there twice. EIKN. Alright, there we go. Alright, so for VNAV, that looks fine. No issues there. No issues there. Fixes. Alright, so the first one's going to be slant. How is that? Oh, I don't need the slant. That's what it is. I'm sorry. EIKN. 60-minute rings of 465. And next we have Gander. Minute rings of 465. Alright, legs page. It looks fine there. No hold. Landing with 33.8. That's plenty. Alright, so let's go back and let's get our equal time points put in for our ETOP setup. Oops, that's not, yeah. And then Dulles. Scroll down the page here and get to the ETOPS portion. Alright, so ETOPS, ETOPS entry airport, we'll put that in one more time. Alright, equal time point is going to be north 5605.9, 5605.9, and west 3405.0. And then C QX for Gander. And let's get some discontinuities put in there. Alright, so that's set up and done. So let's go back to our Route 1 page. Alright, so now ETOP setup is done. Alright, so let me check across the MCP panel here. Alright, so for this, I'm going to use hectopascals. Zoom in on that a bit. I want the stations pulled up. Give me the range rings. Flight director on. Auto throttles on. Don't know what the V speeds are going to be, but we'll just set in 175 for now. Use track here. Get that set up. Put 5,000 in here for now until we see what ATC gives us. RML nav VNav. Initial heading is going to be 082. Alright, that's in. Auto first officer's got his flight director turned on already. Alright, so we're good there. Take a quick glance at the overhead. IP's running. Alright, so that's all good for now as well. Alright, so how much time we got left here? We got 11 minutes left. Is parking brake set? Parking brake is set. Pre-flight checklist, please.
Pre-flight checklist. Oxygen.
Tested 100%. I just lied.
Tested 100%. Flight instruments.
Set and checked.
Heading 262. Altimeter 1026. Pre-flight checklist complete.
Alright. Are you ready for the departure briefing?
Go ahead.
Alright, we had a gate. We'll turn ADX on. Probably be a reduced thrust takeoff. Let's guess flaps 5, packs on, nose abatement in, anti-ice not required. Thrust reduction and acceleration altitude to be 1,000 feet. Descending, departing via the SID. Give me 4 Quebec. We'll fly it as published unless ATC tells us otherwise. For concerns, don't really have any. Any questions?
No questions.
Departure briefing complete. Alright guys, if you want to hang out for me just for a moment, I'm going to go ahead and connect to Vatsim. Munchen clearance delivery, United 988 Heavy, looking for IFR clearance to Dulles International.
United 988 Munich Germany, good evening. Information. Started approved, cleared to Dallas via Disney for Quebec departure, runway 08 left, square 2320.
Copy that, United 988. I do have Lima, information Lima. Cleared to Dulles International as filed via the Give Me 4 Quebec departure. Squawking 2320, United 988 Heavy.
United 988, Quebec is correct, and thank you for information.
Set 2320 on the transponder, please.
Set.
Oh, there it is. Alright, yeah, it's set there. Alright, so we got our clearance here. Didn't give me an initial altitude, but that's fine. I'll leave 5,000 in there for now. So we got transponder set in. Everything from our clearance is set in. Alright, so next, I need to get my takeoff speeds so we can get out of here. Alright, so let's get them out of Top Cat here. See what Top Cat has to say about the numbers and what they're going to be. Alright, so Top Cat is giving me flaps 5 with a TO1. So we're going to reduce the thrust to 45C. Oops, wrong place. Alright, let's get to CG. Alright, and Top Cat came up with 160, 162, and 164. So I'm just going to go ahead and say close enough. I'm not going to complain about 1 knot difference. And it's saying 89.0 should be the thrust setting, and I have 89.5, so pretty much the same there. So numbers jive, they look good. Alright, so the V2 speed of 165, so I'm going to go ahead and bug that. Alright, so it looks like we're about set and ready to go. I'll go ahead and get the ground crew settled and ready to go. Well, I guess I can't do it just yet. I don't know what direction he's going to send me in. Well, if it's for Quebec, I guess it has to be 8 left, so I would assume I'm going to go tail north. So I want the tail to go to the left. Before start procedures.
Are we clear to pressurize?
Yes.
Okay.
Turn the VORs on there.
Hello, Captain. We are ready for pushback.
Ready for the checklist?
Hi, Captain. The cabin is ready to go.
Thanks.
If you need anything, just let me know.
Cabin crew arm slides, please.
Locking gear.
So got that done. Let's put the engine back in there.
Departure check completed. Live has been inserted. Release parking brakes.
Lunch and ground United 988 is ready for push.
Ground.
Push approved, face north, United 988.
Release parking brakes.
Before start checklist.
Commencing push. All engines clear.
MCP.
Set and checked.
Takeoff speeds.
Set and checked.
CEU pre-flight.
Completed.
Complete. Trim.
Oh, I didn't set the trim. What a loser I am. Alright, hang on here a second. Trim's supposed to be 3.75. .7 units, 0 and 0.
Taxi and takeoff.
Completed.
Before start checklist complete.
So we got pushing from the gate over here. Oh, Iran Air. Okie dokie. Let's see who else we got over here. What was that, Condor? I don't know. I'll be honest, I don't know my foreign airlines as well as I should. Shameful, I know. But I'm learning. All right. Start left engine.
Starting left. Oil pressure.
Fuel. Well, I've got to remember to change my shader settings. I don't know why I keep forgetting to do that. It's too dark in some situations when I'm facing away from the sun.
Set parking brakes.
Brake set.
Locking gear. Tow truck disconnected. Bypass main removed.
Taking a peek at the taxi chart there. Got a pretty good idea of what I'm probably going to get. Flaps 5.
Flaps 5.
Left is clear. Right is clear.
Ah, come on, grab it. There you go. All right, let's see if the controls are working today. So rudder full left, rudder full right. Elevator down, to the left, pull them back, to the right. All right, looks good to me. Before taxi checklist.
Before taxi checklist. Anti-ice. Auto. Recall. Checked. Flight controls.
Checked.
Ground equipment.
Clear.
Before taxi checklist. Complete.
Munich ground, United 988 is ready for taxi.
United 988 taxi to enter November 3 via Whiskey 2.
2 November 3 via Whiskey 2, United 988 Heavy.
Your cabin's ready.
Clear left.
Clear right. Cabin crew, take your seats.
Good evening, listening along for Lima information with Lima direction. Lufthansa 1 for Lima, Munich Britain, good evening. Information Lima Hotel, that approved clear to Rome via Obaka 38 for departure at 0 right, squawk 2322. Rome via Obaka 38 departure squawk 2322 in the runway 083 for Lufthansa 1 for Lima. Lufthansa 1 for Lima, report is correct. United 988, contact tower in 118.7, bye-bye.
118.7, United 988. See ya. Alright, so 118.7. We'll get that tuned in.
Heavy wind 110 degrees, 3 knots runway 08 left, right, cleared for deck.
Clear for takeoff, 08 right, with number 2344 heavy.
Munchen Tower, United 988 is at spot November 3.
United 988 heavy, Munchen Tower, good evening. Bye. Wind, taxis were in holding point runway 08 left via November and Alpha 1.
08 left via November Alpha 1, United 988 heavy. Alright, so we'll take our stroll on down.
Midland 1708 Munchen Tower service. Wind 110 degrees, 3 knots runway 08 left, cleared to land.
Midland 08 left. Midland 1708.
Alright, so go ahead and start the right engine now. Start right engine.
Right.
Control 178 Munchen Tower service, wind 110 degrees, 3 knots runway 08 right.
Oil pressure.
Clear to land.
Fuel.
08 right, clear to land, Control 178.
Lufthansa 2344 heavy, contact mission radar on 129, bye-bye.
129, I understand the 344, bye-bye.
Iran 931, taxi to holding point runway 08 left via November and Alpha 3.
Taxi to the 1 runway 08 left, runway 921.
Munchen Tower, United 988. Munchen Tower, United 988. Just wondering, can you tell me what the departure frequency is going to be?
United 988, your departure frequency is 123.99. But please stay with me until you have taken off. I'll send you over then.
No problem. Just want to put it on the standby. Thanks.
Alright, no problem.
Munchen Tower, Vietnam. Lufthansa 1829 on the line, servicing Lufthansa 08 right with information vehicle.
Lufthansa 1829, Munchen Tower service, wind 110 degrees, 3 knots, runway 08 right, in number 1 for landing.
Before takeoff checklist.
08 right, number 1 for landing.
Before takeoff checklist. Before takeoff checklist complete.
Midland 1708, secured fire Alpha 0.
Alright, so we have arrived at Alpha 1. So I guess we'll sit and play the waiting game until he's ready to let me take off.
United 988, wind 110 degrees, 3 knots, runway for takeoff.
Clear for takeoff 8 left, United 988 heavy. Runway entry procedure.
Check.
Alright, let's get this show on the road. Well, I guess Alpha 1 was up here. I didn't even realize that. But okay. I might do a rolling takeoff here.
Munchen Tower
Take off.
Check.
Alright.
Throttle set.
Toga.
Excellent.
Reinforce the 843, just continue straight ahead and take the first to the left, this is November 2, and then switch over to 877. And a 3-1, copy that.
Positive freight.
You're up.
Middle, 708, contact apron on 121.77, bye-bye.
Climb.
United 988, switch over to Unicom 122.7, bye-bye.
Was that Unicom for United 988 Heavy?
That's the format of United 988 Heavy. Sorry, the approach did go offline.
No problem. Over to Unicom for United 988 Heavy. So long. See if I can swap these comms out without losing control of the airplane.
Wind 110 degrees, 3 knots, runway 0.
Alright. Flaps 1.
Speed checked. Flaps 1.
Set altitude 150.
1,000 feet to level.
That's not what I meant. Set altitude 15,000. Set flight level 150. Flaps up.
Speed checked. Flaps up. Flight level 150 set.
Alright. So now we're direct. Whatever the name of that fix is that I don't know. After takeoff checklist.
After takeoff checklist. After takeoff checklist complete.
So I guess ATC jumped offline. They'll probably pick up a center when I'm getting up to top of altitude. There's some other ATC controllers. Looks like they're available, but we're on our own now on the Unicom. Alright guys, getting ready to cross 10,000 feet. So you know, I guess I don't expect it to be too exciting after this point, or really nothing to see. It's just a basic climb out. Well, here comes 10,000 foot call.
10,000 feet.
Alright, so turn the wing inspection lights off. Snows it forward here to 5 degrees. Alright, but anyway, you guys take it easy. We'll see you when we get ready for top of descent over in Dulles. guys, we are back. Level here at 38,000 feet. Just about 67 nautical miles from top of descent. So I guess this is as good a time as any to get a top of descent going or started, or should I say descent checklist, excuse me. So let's see, where do we start? Let me see here. Alright, I guess I need to open a chart up. So let's grab the Hyper 6 and drop it in there. Alright, so let's zoom in. Alright, so I'm direct at WAN right now. At WAN, whatever that is. And I'm just going to fly this as published. I've checked the FMC and all these different points and cross restrictions are in there. So looking good on that end. We do have ATC. Their approach controller for Dulles is online. It just came online about 10 or 15 minutes ago. So it looks like it's going to be one center is going to be the approach of choice. Looking at the men's, we got standard 200.5, so nothing going on there, nothing special. And then when we get in, we'll come off and we're going to taxi over to the Charlie 14. And Charlie 14, we rotate that, zoom in a little bit, rotated it the wrong way. Alright, so Charlie 14 is right here. So coming off of one center, we'll come back down this, probably Zulu, I guess, until we get to Echo, and then we'll come across Echo to Charlie 14. Probably. We'll see what ATC has to say about it, though. So close that out, and let me set the mins. I'll set them for 200. Alright, right on that. There we go. And also, I guess I need to figure out what the ATIS is. That wouldn't hurt. Or excuse me, not ATIS. So it's information Quebec, and the altimeter is what I meant to say is 2969. So let me set that in. Alright, 29 is in there and ready to go when the time comes. Alright. Are you ready for the approach briefing?
Go ahead.
Alright, we'll descend via the Hyper 6 as published unless ATC picks up and tells us to do otherwise. It'll be ILS to runway 1 center. Men's are 200.5. We'll use the barrel. Landing config 30. Runway configuration dry. According to Top Cat, will be level 3 on the auto brakes. Don't worry about turning on APU. Ground crew will do that. We'll leave the ground radar on upon landing. We'll be going to Charlie 14. And the only concern is there is a little bit of weather in the vicinity, nothing over the terminal area, but just in case we'll have the weather radar on and we'll keep an eye out on that. Any questions?
No questions.
Approach briefing complete. Descent checklist.
Stand by. Descent checklist. Recall checked. Notes
Checked.
auto brake level 3. Landing data.
Set and checked.
VREF 137. Minimums 200 feet. Approach briefing.
Completed.
Descent checklist complete.
Alright guys, as usual, when we get around 10, I guess I'll get back to you guys right before I contact approach. See you in a bit. Dulles approach, United 988 heavies descending via the Hyper 6 arrival.
United 988 was 5667.
Can you give the squawk once again, please?
Squawk 5667.
Set 5667 on the transponder, please.
Set.
There's a flash for United 988.
United 988, ready to contact descend via Hyper 6 arrival, plan runway 1 center, $3, altimeter 2969er.
Descend via Hyper 6 will expect 1 center, United 988 heavy, thanks. Approach checklist.
1,000 feet to level. Approach checklist. Altimeters.
Set and checked.
Set. Approach checklist complete.
Is that correct? I didn't think I had a speed restriction that early, did I? Let's see, I'm almost to Lurch. Oh, where's Lurch on here? Lurch 14. Yeah, the speed restriction is until a hyper, which is 250. That's interesting. Anyway, let's get this in here. This will be 1 center. Drop that in. Lucy. So alright, I guess that's that. So we're gonna land on 1 center. He told me to descend via the Hyper 6, so I'm gonna do just that. This should take me all the way down to 4,000 feet. Well, the end of the SID, or excuse me, star is 4,000 feet, but then the initial approach fix on the chart is 5,000. At or above 5,000, but we'll see what ATC does with that. Pretty uneventful coming across the Atlantic, coming on into America. Wasn't a whole lot going on out there. Talked to Boston Center. About halfway through Boston Center, he jumped offline and went to bed. So that was that. That's about it. I guess there wasn't a whole lot going on. Hopefully it'll be that way on landing here. Hope I don't get too much action. No action is a good thing. Alright, so we're 5 nautical miles from Hyper intersection. I'm supposed to cross Hyper 250, 10,000. So looks like we should be able to nail that. Not like I did a whole lot of work. I mean, the flight management computer takes care of it. See, so after we turn there, the next fix will be Sigby. Let me check the chart on that. Alright, so landing here, so it'll be Sigby at 7, Moet at 5,000, Hustle at 4, Yak, and then Takan, I guess that is. Alright, so we're passing Hyper now. So we met that crossing restriction, so next is going to be at 7,000 at Sigbee. Rolled ahead into 213. Alright, 10,000 feet call, so let's turn the wing inspection lights on. No need for logos.
Cabin crew,
Daytime.
prepare for landing.
He's got the landing lights on, so it all looks good. Flaps 15. No, not yet. Hang on a second. Flaps 15.
Speed check, flaps 15.
Arming the speed brakes.
United 988, 3 miles left, in above 2,300, clear ILS, runway 1 center approach.
Clear ILS runway 1 center, United 988 heavy. Gear down. Flaps 25.
Speed checked, flaps 25.
Let's just get 142 set in on the approach. Landing checklist.
Check the landing flaps.
Oh yeah, flaps 30. Flaps 30.
Speed checked, flaps 30.
Landing checklist.
Landing checklist. Landing checklist complete.
United 988, wind 1007, runway 1 center, place to land.
Roll out and flare armed. Land 3.
United 988, heavy wind 1007, runway 1 center, place to land.
1 center clear to land, United 988 heavy. And there's the runway.
1,000 feet. Approach stable.
Visual.
Checked.
1,000.
My airplane. So I'll take it from here.
Four hundred. 300. 200. 100. 50, 40, 30, 20, 10.
Whoa. There we
Speed
go.
brakes up. Reverses. knots.
Manual braking.
Check.
Well, I gotta tell you, I pulled back on that flare and the plane just did not respond.
United 988 Heavy, welcome to us. When able, Zulu and Delta Shooter.
Exiting on Zulu, was that?
Yes, so Zulu, Charlie is around. The Delta is the Charlie and for the Charlie.
Copy that, Zulu, and then Echo to Charlie 14, United 988 Heavy.
Just coming in the Delta and let's go get there.
Copy that, I'll take Delta to Zulu, United 988 Heavy. Hang on here a second. Now, where am I? So this is Zulu that I'm coming up on now. Alright. Alright, so we're on Zulu. And we'll take that down to Delta. See, the thing is, Charlie 14 is on the other side. But okay. I got double the taxiway signs here, so obviously I got some scenery issues. Alright, so there's Alpha, that's that one right there. That's Bravo. So next up should be Yankee 7 and then Delta. Alright, so there's Yankee 7. Dulles ground, United 988 Heavy. Confirm, make a left here on Delta.
Yes, if you can just continue Delta to the ramp there.
Copy that, thanks.
Control approach. This is United 1979. And this
Yes, sir.
Lights and doors.
Just don't worry about it now. Just plugging on 055 back up for the official. The dollars was from a 970. My apologies.
Cross check.
2970. That's the cover.
Alright. So got to park there. Set the parking brake. Set down the right engine. Wait on the ground crew to hook up the ground power. Get a shutdown checklist done. And I'll pretend that this is my crew base and I am going home to my own bed, not a hotel. Alright, so we got some ground power yet? There it is. Alright, so take that, shut down the left engine now. You parked a bit too far. That thing has never said I did a good job. I have never ever used GSX and parked it and it told me I did a great job or even an okay job or decent or anything. It always slaps my hand or something.
I'm ready for the checklist.
I've all but given up on doing perfect parking jobs. Shutdown checklist.
Shutdown checklist. Parking brake.
Set.
Shutdown checklist complete.
Alright. Looks like that's it. I guess I made it here sooner or later. Let's see if I guess I can go ahead and let the ramp guys start doing their thing. Oops, let me get a good view of it though. There we go. So let's go control 12. I think they're going to cross each other actually. I haven't set this stuff up right. Oh no, that's not what I want. Alright, so deboarding. Yeah, watch them. They're going to bang into each other right here. Oh, it's going to be courteous and let the other one go in front of him. Alright. Well, anyway, guys, that was fun. Another one's in the books. I guess until I see you guys on the next go around, enjoy, fly safely. We'll see you.